Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Sunday the 31st of March. Well, a quick recap on Saturday. Unfortunate on the football, just one more goal needed for a £28 return. We just needed Forest or Crystal Palace to score one more goal and it would have been a break-even day, I think it would have been. I can't remember, to be fair. The horse racing was completely decimated by Musselburgh being off. 3 no runners on that card. The other 3 that ran absolutely shocking. Let's chuck a few sour grapes in. So a bit disappointed by the ride that he gave the first horse, running really wide, and then 5 wide going round the bend. I'm thinking, what are you doing? And clearly that Tanganyika is for me, it was never at the races. It was never put at the races. The final selection was Tara's Choice. Prominent throughout, weak and quickly, disappointing. 0 return. So I've gone to Southwell and I've gone to Market Rasen. So some decent prices with sniffs. I won't say I'm particularly massively confident, but I think there's some value to be had in these horses. There are bits in form where it's got to improve slightly to beat other horses, but I think the circumstances when these horses race against each other in some of these races, I do believe it was that my selection was inconvenienced that day or is capable of better. So if you're into the form, I'm going to check what I've said. So technically, some of my selections might not beat other selections on form. However, I do believe that circumstances today or in that particular race then may have changed or may be different, and I believe that my selection at the price is worth a chance. So what I've gone for is a £10 stake day, and just to let you know, tomorrow is Redcar. I'm sure you're aware there is a draw bias at Redcar. However, they haven't been using it. They've been going middle of the track. However, my selections on Monday will be based on the jockeys elected to go far side on low numbers. If I'm right, we've got half a chance. If I'm wrong, we've got less than that, because we'll then be slightly inconvenienced by the draw. So on the straight track, I'll be looking at far side, which is low numbers, and also on the round track, I'll be ideally looking for a front runner to make most of. Because obviously, if you've got a front runner on the round track, when they enter the straight and it's quick and near the rail, they've actually got to go round horses on the slower ground to actually pass the leaders. I've made that really complicated. Let's get on with it. So the first selection on Sunday is Bay of Naples at 16 to 1 in the 130 at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is one of these horses that has also ran behind another one in this race. It finished, I believe, behind it on that day. But I believe it was never put in the race, Bay of Naples that day. It was also from a relatively wide draw 11 that day. The horse that ran against it that day, that also runs again, I can't remember the name of it, but I know that one was drawn 10. So Bay of Naples was kept mid-division all the time, then just stayed on. Basically, just a prep race, just to run round, in my opinion. What I have noticed is the first time they gave this horse tongue strap, it improved. The second time, when they had tongue strap and cheek pieces together, also improved again, or showed it was revitalised. It's now running in tongue strap and first time blinkers, so it could be interesting. Ideally, I would like this horse to be in about 5th place all the way around, apart from the finish where I'd like it in first, obviously. So yeah, I think it's got a decent chance. 16 to 1 is too big. This horse was this bet was only put on about 9 o'clock, so, and it's only 9:05 while I'm talking. So hopefully these prices are still available. Next selection is Oscar Robertson at 10 to 1 in a 9 minutes past 2 race at Market Rasen, paying 3 places instead of 4. I don't believe this horse should be the complete outsider of this. I think it's 6 or 7 runners. They're paying first 3. Everything has got headgear on or equipment, apart from one. One of them's purely got a tongue strap, but everything else has either got visor, blinkers, cheek pieces. I think 3 of them, including this horse, has got one for the first time. So that's how risky this race is. I've gone for, I believe it's the best jockey in the race. I'm sure it's Tom Broughton. I could be wrong, but when I looked at it, I thought that's the best jockey in the race. This horse, it disappointed last time, but it was also held up. This horse likes to run relatively prominent. However, there is quite a lot of pace in the race. I don't think they'll go crazy, but if this horse can get jumping, once again, being about third or fourth place, this horse ran disappointingly last time because it was soft ground. I believe that was the only reason. Wasn't beaten, well, I think it was beaten 20 lengths in the end, but it was a 4 in a race, and I think once you've lost your chance, you're not going to be hard pressed, or you're not going to keep pushing. So yeah, I think if it had half a chance still, I think it wouldn't have been beaten 20 lengths. That doesn't make sense. I think it was eased towards the finish. That's what I kind of think. I think 20 lengths, beating 23 lengths, kind of makes it look more beaten than it actually was. It's good to soft at Market Rasen. Well, I live in Nottinghamshire, which is a million miles away from Market Rasen. It's a fair distance, don't get me wrong, but it was a pleasant day yesterday, and I don't believe Market Rasen, I think they had similar weather. So I think the ground, good to soft, will be true. I do believe it's not given rain out until later on, which is like after the racing. So I think this horse is going to get his ground, and I think it's got a decent chance. It definitely shouldn't be the outside of the lot. The favourite is also stepping up by half a mile, Bill Baxter. So there's certain question marks there as well. The third selection is Mountain Lake, 25 to 1 in the 244 at Market Rasen. This bet was placed after 9 o'clock, so I'm going to get best odds guaranteed with Sky Bet. This horse, it's come from, well, it's well bred. It comes from the Saib bin Surur stable. It's now gone to, and I put myself on the spot, and I can't remember. Is it Simon Atwood? Allwood? Well, Charlie Todd takes a ride. This horse was keen, dropped back, and rallied. I believe that this horse that was on. I think it was heavy ground. It's good to soft, and I think that will bring its flat quality or the fact that it's well bred into the reckoning. It's got to improve again, but there are question marks, in my opinion, about the front four. You could put a squiggle against any of the front four, and more than one of the front four. So I think Mountain Lake has got a sneak. I do also think the Mickey Hammond horse, which was an original selection, has got a chance, but I've just been put off slightly by it. I think it's his third run and it qualifies for a handicap, so that's why I'm a bit concerned. But if you want to have a bit on that, that's up to you as well. The final selection is Emily Wade at 10 to 1 in the 354 at Market Rasen, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is well handicapped. It will appreciate the quicker ground, and I think it's got a decent chance. And that's it. So, as I said, the selections will be back out Sunday night, mainly probably for red car racing. There will also be a football bet for Monday as well. So, if you give me a like or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.